There are growing calls for humanitarian aid to be granted access in Ukraine. Scores of people are still desperately fleeing the war-torn country. Speaking to journalists in Pretoria, Ukrainian Ambassador Liubov Abravitova, alongside the U.S. head of diplomatic mission in South Africa. They have also called on the African nations to support Ukraine. But Russia has made it clear it will continue with its special mission.
It's a precarious situation as the war intensifies in Ukraine, and with no ceasefire on site. Now the focus has shifted to humanitarian aid that's needed in the war-torn country.
As of now, we don't have any single humanitarian corridor that could help either evacuate those who are seeking to flee from Ukraine to the safest areas, or to deliver humanitarian aid and the things of first importance to the affected territories.
Abravitova met with the U.S. head of mission in South Africa, Todd Haskell. Haskell says they'll continue to engage with Pretoria following its decision to abstain from the United Nations General Assembly.
Where we don't agree with the South Africans is whether or not it's important to name who the aggressor is here. I'm always reminded that the words of Desmond Tutu, that when you have a battle between the oppressor and the oppressed, if you choose neutrality, really you're siding with the oppressor. I think that's a statement that inspired me as a young man, inspired South Africans, inspired people around the world. And it's something that we think it's important to emphasize. It's time to say that this is not an issue where you say, well, both sides have to do this. If Russia were to lay down its arms tomorrow, it would be the end of the war. If Ukraine were to lay its arms down tomorrow, it would be the end of Ukraine.
Ambassador Abravitova also agrees completely.
The world showed its strong voice with 141 voices to support Ukraine and to condemn Russian aggression in Ukraine.
As the war continues in Ukraine, these diplomats say the diplomatic path should not be disregarded, and they're calling for a cessation of hostilities in the East European country. Khumalo, SABC News.